a dull moment.
Time for a cull. Let's move.
I'm ready.
Creator. Destroyer. Torment.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Can't give up. Down with you.
Swords meet sorcery.
survival is all that matters. Let's move.
What's that? This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Logan. Someone was arranging these corpses. What for?
Keep a blade close.
Don't want to think about where my eye is itching. Colourful torso, torn and butchered. Hello, Dribbles.
I think these were the people Father Logan was trying to help.
The only way a priest could help them now is with burial rites.
Still alive, so that's progress. Direct me. Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day.
Of exactly this. Exactly this.
Ilmater's edict is to welcome all into his...
We have the duty.
Ah! A new face! Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you. Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet?
I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Oh.
Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. People started panicking, so the gate got closed. My editor at the Baldur's Mouth Gazette sent me down to get a first-hand account of the chaos. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. That the refugees here are desperate, hungry, scared people. They're no mob. They just want to be safe. I've heard the rumors. Absolutists marching from Moonrise Towers. Whole towns felled by strange curses. It's no wonder they ran. Of course, I can't write any of that. My editor only releases stories his friend Lord Gortash approves of, and he's very selective. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You, might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry, so to speak. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make. Sorry, can't talk. I'm on a day.
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
Great
But we
headline.
want clear from arm. There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Take it somewhere else. My hands are full.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk! There must be something!
Take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is
Find
imminent.
them, you bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've...
A patron. Confuses me, but a member.
Who wants the property?
I'd probably break his nose.
Well, hello.
Looking ahead.
Some rather diminutive footprints heading towards that cavern.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Wulbrun. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
You're here. Good luck. This damn city's more treacherous than the Underdark.
Ah, there you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrun is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. Some. But what he has planned is unthinkable. Maybe you can help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given a chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbrun, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of watchers in no time.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? The Wulbrin I know. The one who skipped rocks with me in the Underdark. He's still in there. I know it. But his hate for the Gondians has blinded him. He believes they work for the Absolute willingly. But it's not true. I'm sure of it. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think? That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
What's on your mind?
Those things are terrifying. If someone hadn't been there. But they were. And I'm here now. I'm safe. You mean after she got you to end things with me on her behalf? Awkward, in a word. She's made it quite clear she doesn't want me around. When I think about it, I'm not sure she ever did. I was foolish. I just want to be useful, but I'm not as good at this as the others. But I'll get better.
Now you've spoken to the big man? Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbrin wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
Thank Gerdle we escaped that bloody Steel Watcher. No thanks to you. We did, but we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbrin's about to put his grand plan into action.
I don't know. I thought he would have calmed down after we got him away from that place, but there's something else here disturbing him. You are? Excellent. With someone like you on board, they can't fail.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city. Inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets? Good. The watchers are only a weapon. If you want peace, you don't just break the sword, you kill the one who wields it.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
Two days just to get hold of a Still Watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
It's a lesson, right?
Right.
They can get away with whatever they like.
A few days in a jail cell. At least we never fed.
Still means death. Crime of passion or deeper conspiracy.
Stillmain is dead. This does not bode well.
Jerez's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
That might be worth a look.
Many victims for Cazador here.
happy to see it.
They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Damn job around here.
We leave scouring places like this behind.
I will not.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
How can I help?
shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too. A list of names. Father Logan's on here. Crossed off. A target list, perhaps.
Blood near the bed.
I notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around?
Confuses me for a member of staff?
I'd probably break his nose. Good.
And they enjoyed it. Maybe something from the velvet.
Up there, Danthlon's dancing axe. The Harper's safe house Jahira mentioned.
Whoa, you just want to go to the Velveteen Elixir, don't you?
Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
Another quake! What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Supposed to do a damn job around.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel
Yes,
watch?
darling, it's very leather-like.
No, he merely offered patronage. Do you not like Gondians built the steel watch?
Well, we're shopping for a suit.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things.
wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Tim, that seems like a lot.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
What do we have here?
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Tried to climb up one, you madman!
Quietly.
This armor was such a bargain. How else was I supposed to see the optics? I got it. And thanks.
Told me the armor was a bargain.
It was. But good armor is hard to
Waiting with
find.
bated breath.
They were like a weird
To meet my mother and father.
Even so, my body burns like the noonday sun.
And the
I enjoyed it. Dinner with my parents, remember?
I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning.
Sorry. You're not careful.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
One chicken wing.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. Sharess Caress, the Mamselle's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. Have a look. All set, are you? Press your belly to the bar, chum.
Damn, Hoots. That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hells, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Acoustic lute there. Tapping.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? One of those, are you? There's plenty of room for role play in our establishment. If you have a change of heart and wish to be subdued, it's Fionn you should speak to when she comes back. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?